celebrating the music of Brian Wilson with more Beach Boys right now.
Good to my baby, good to my baby, good to my baby, good to my baby.
A couple could be. And when I give her my love, it's between her and me. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. I know she's happy with me, my baby, my baby. Some guys they think they'd be better for her, but she knows just what she wants for sure. And when we're out with our friends now, you know that we never have to put on a show. And we stay together while other couples come and go. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. I know she's happy with me, my baby, my baby. Good to my baby, good to my baby, good to my baby, my baby. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. She's my girl and I'm good to my baby. We're gonna get married, go to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married, going to the chapel of love. Spring is here, the sky is blue, birds all sing like they knew. Today's the day we'll say I do, and we'll never be lonely anymore, because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married, going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married, going to the chapel of love. Bells will ring, the sun will shine. I'll be hers and she'll be mine. We'll love until the end of time, and we'll never be lonely anymore, because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married, go to the chapel and we're gonna get
Move the Needle Radio. What's going on, everybody? Happy June 17th to everybody out there. And we got a little Brian Wilson Beach Boys night coming at you this way on Move the Needle Radio. We, of course, lost the music giant last week at the age of 82. And we want to celebrate him with some of his great music. This is an instrumental track of some of Brian Wilson's composition. This is Heroes and Villains from Don Costa. Episode of Move the Needle, we are not just going to play some of this music written by Brian Wilson and performed by the Beach Boys and many others, but also we want to talk a little bit about how Brian Wilson's music impacted the music then, the music today, and who impacted him to lead this great journey. An awesome decade of music, obviously, in the 60s, and Brian Wilson certainly at the forefront of it. So before we get into all the liner notes, and of course I am Benny Liner Notes Lipson, before we start talking all the stories, all the influences, let's hear a few more from the Beach Boys. This is from a record called Beach Boys Party, and let's take it away on Move the Needle Radio.
That's good. That pays off BOG. We'll have Greenwich Village just like this. Say it like it is, Carl. Pick it up like it is. Pick it up from the third. Well, there's a dance spreading around like an awful disease. You just shake your shoulders and you wiggle your knees. There's a dance
Now, Brian Wilson grew up listening to some of the great vocal groups from the 50s. And this next group he quotes as one of his biggest influences. The Four Freshmen, featuring the lead of Don Flanagan, who, when you listen to his voice, you'll hear where Brian Wilson got some of his singing. Check out this track. This is from a record, Freshman Favorites. And let's hear it on Move the Needle.
It never occurred to me that someday you might refer to me as someone you used to know. Never dreamed it could happen that we'd drift apart, and I'd be left with just a memory in my heart. It never occurred to me that someday you might prefer to be in somebody else's arms. Never thought I'd live to see the day that you'd pass me by. It never occurred to me till now. It never occurred to me that someday you might prefer to be in somebody else's arms. Never thought I'd live to see the day that you'd pass me by. It never occurred to me till now. Day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. And day by day, my love seems to go. There isn't any end to my devotion. It's deeper, dear, by far than any ocean. I find that day by day, you're making all my dreams come true. So come what may, I want you to know I'm yours alone, and I'm in love to stay as we go through the years, day by day. Day by day, you're making all my dreams come true. So come what may, I want you to know
Now that's a couple from the Four Freshmen. And as I said, that's Bob Flanagan on the lead, and somebody that Brian Wilson certainly modeled his singing after, and of course learning the harmonies, which he certainly displayed in the Beach Boys. And I want to get those songs credited properly. You heard It Never Occurred to Me. That's written by Persons, Oken, and Coleman. And as well, the live recording there, Day by Day, from the Four Freshmen, and that's written by Stordahl, Weston, and Sammy Kahn. Now, another group that Brian Wilson quotes influencing him from that time is the Hi-Lo's, and that's featuring the great music, the great arrangements from Gene Perling. Now, let's check out their sound here on Move the Needle Radio.
My sugar is so refined. She's one of them high-class kind. She doesn't wear a hat, she wears a chapeau. She goes to see a cinema, but never a show. My sugar is so refined. She's got a real high-class mind. Never buys a dress, it's always a frock. And always winds her timepiece up, but never her clock. She says tomato instead of tomato. She says potato instead of potato. You should see how she holds a cup of tea with just 2 fingers while she sticks out 3. My sugar is so refined. She's one of them high-class kind. She never shares a kiss, she lets our lips unite. But oh, it feels like kissing, and each kiss is dynamite. I wonder what she thinks each time I hold her tight. She's so refined, refined. So refined. She's one of them high-class kind. Never shares a kiss, lets our lips unite. But oh, it feels like kissing, and each kiss is dynamite. I wonder what she thinks each time I hold her tight. My sugar is so refined, so refined. My girl is granulated sugar cane. Georgia, the whole night through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia. just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I've got Georgia on my mind.
Wow, a couple there from the High-Lows, the arrangements of Gene Perling. And that one you just heard was Georgia on My Mind, the Hoagie Carmichael tune. And here sung by the High-Lows. Of course, one of the inspirations for Brian Wilson. And you heard a couple before that, of course, from the Four Freshmen. And I want to talk about, that was going on in America, and those four men groups, those young guys touring the country, that was all over. The Four Freshmen, the Four Preps, the Four Seasons, the Four Tops, all these fours. And they would tour the country. It's such a popular sound. Well, this was what was going on in California, where the Beach Boys were from. And instead of me talking about it, let's hear this little medley cooked up from the Carpenters off their record Now and Then, featuring some of Brian Wilson's compositions here on Move the Needle.
Every sha-la-la-la, every whoa-whoa still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that the stars sing so
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised to the hamburger stand now. Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away. Well, you knew all along that your dad was getting wise to you now. And since he took your set of keys, you've been thinking that your fun is all through now. But you can come along with me, cause we got a lot of things to do now. And we'll have fun, 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 now that daddy took the T-bird away. Fun, 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 now that daddy took the T-bird away. Fun, fun, now that daddy took the T-bird away. Fun, fun, now that daddy took the T-bird away.
Hey, Top Gun Time and Temp Tower. It's 53 degrees and 13 minutes past the Big Boss Hour. And where were you when this song was number one?
Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was.
What Memories from 1963. Well, later that same year, this golden goodie blast from the past was introduced by the Crystals.
I met him on a Monday and my heart stood still. Did you run, run, run? Did you run, run? Somebody told me that his name was Bill. Did you run, run, run? Did you run, run? Yeah, my heart stood still. Yeah, his name was Bill. And when he walked me home, did you run, run, run? Did you run, run? Yeah, he looks so fine. Yeah, I'll make him mine. And when he won't be home, did you run, run, run? Did you run, run? Yeah, did you run, run? Did you run, yeah, did you run, run? Did you run, run?
What a sound! But right now, we're going to give you another clue in our Guess the Golden Goodies group contest. So now let's listen closely to the mystery voices in clue number 10. Great, I'll take call number 8 as the revving of engines and screeching of tires brings us back to Dead Man's Curve.
The street was deserted late Friday night. We were bugging each other while we sat out the light. We both popped our clutch when the light turned green. You should have heard the whine from my screaming machine. I flew past La Brea down to Crescent Heights, and all the Jag could see were my six-tail lights. He passed me at Doheny and I started to swerve, but I pulled around and there we were at Dead Man's Curve.
Dead Man's Curve is no place to play. Dead Man's Curve.
Well, the last thing I remember, Doc, I started to swerve. And then I saw the Jag slide into the curve. I know I'll never forget that horrible sight. I found out for myself that everyone was right.
Won't come back from Dead Man's Curve. Dead Man's Curve is no place to play. Dead Man's Curve, you best keep away. Dead Man's Curve, I can hear them say. Won't come back from Dead Man's Curve. Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel, you're an angel too.
Move the Needle Radio. And you just heard a few from the Carpenters in a medley that's on a record of theirs called Yesterday and Today. You heard a few actually that were written by Brian Wilson. That you heard Fun, Fun, Fun in that medley, Till Her Daddy Took Her T-Bird Away. And you heard that last one, Dead Man's Curve. That one is written with Jan and Dean. Who are they? They're sort of like the first surf rock group coming here in California. And Brian Wilson joined forces with them early on for some hits like this surf rock one from 1959. Let's hear it on Move the Needle Radio.
For every boy. I've got a 34 wagon and we call it a Woody. Surf City, here we come. You know it's not very cherry, it's an oldie but a goodie. Surf City, here we come. Well, it ain't got a backseat or a rear window, but it still gets me where I wanna go. Yeah, I'm going to Surf City.
here on Move the Needle Radio. And how fortunate am I? I actually just picked this record up a couple hours before. A greatest surfin' hits from a record store called Goodwill. Well, anyway, I found some extra Beach Boys to play tonight. And, of course, some stuff that was written by Brian Wilson. And he sings that song, Surf City. But it is released with Jan and Dean. Now, something that was so interesting is you got that surf rock sound. You got that fun. Where with our top down and our Thunderbird, the sun is out, we're surfing. Well, there was also this sort of like teen drama, this prom drama thriller song that was very popular in the late 50s and early 60s, and you heard Dead Man's Curve about an intersection off Sunset and Doheny. Sound familiar? Maybe those of you who hang out at the Troubadour or Andy's in West Hollywood. Well, let's check out another one from the canon of dead prom songs, tragic accident songs. Here's one covered by Shanana, Tell Laura I Love Her.
1, 2, 3, 4. Laura and Tom were lovers. He wanted to give her everything. Flowers, presents, but most of all, a wedding ring. He saw a sign for a stock car race, $1,000 prize at red. He couldn't get Laura on the phone, so to her mother Tommy said, tell Laura I love her, tell Laura I need her, tell Laura I may be late, I have something to do that cannot wait. He drove his car to the racing ground. He was the youngest driver there. The crowd roared as they started the race. Around the track they drove at a deadly pace. No one knows what happened that day, how his car overturned in flames. But as they pulled him from the twisted wreck, with his dying breath they heard him say, tell Laura I love her, tell Laura I need her, tell Laura not to cry, my love for her will never die. Now in the chapel where Laura prays for her Tommy who passed away, it was just for Laura he lived and died. Alone in the chapel she can hear him cry, tell Laura I love her, tell Laura I need her, tell Laura not to cry, my love for her will never die. Tell Laura I love her, tell Laura I love her, tell Laura I love her.
Now, remember I was saying that song Dead Man's Curve and written with Jan and Dean. Well, Jan of Jan and Dean, 2 years after that accident, had an accident, a car accident, 2 years, after that song. Very eerie for Dead Man's Curve. Here's one more of this genre from Pat Boone. This one went #1 of the teen horror prom drama thriller psycho. Here's Moody River from Pat Boone on Move the Needle Radio.
Moody River, more deadly than the vainest night. Moody River, your muddy water took my baby's life. The last Saturday evening came to the old oak tree. It stands beside the river where you were to meet me. On the ground, your glove I found with a note addressed to me. It read, "Dear love, I've done you wrong. Now I must set you free. No longer can I live with this hurt and this sin. I just couldn't tell you that guy was just a friend." Moody River, more deadly than the vainest night. Moody River, your muddy water took my baby's life. I looked into the muddy waters and what could I see? I saw a lonely, lonely face just looking back at me. Tears in his eyes and a prayer on his lips, and the glove of his lost love at his fingertips. Moody River, more deadly than the vainest night. Moody River, your muddy water took my baby's life.
Here's a big hit from the Beach Boys, Surfing USA.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be surfing like California. You'd see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy blonde hairdo, surfing USA. You'll catch them surfing at Del, Ventura County line. Tell the teacher we're surfing USA. And Anchor Keys and Swan, Pacific Palisades, San Onofre and Sun, Redondo Beach, LA, all over La Jolla, at Waimea Bay. Everybody's gone surfing USA.
That song credited to both Brian Wilson and Chuck Berry. Why? Let's hear it on Move the Needle Radio.
They're really rocking in Boston and Pittsburgh, PA, deep in the heart of Texas and round the Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis and down in New Orleans. All the cats wanna dance with sweet little 16, sweet little 16. She just got to have about $500,000 famed autographs. Her wallet filled with pictures, she gets them one by one. Becomes so excited, watch her look at her run, boy. Oh, mommy, mommy, please may I go? It's such a sight to see, somebody steal the show. Oh, daddy, daddy, I beg of you, whisper to mommy, it's all right with you. 'Cause they'll be rocking on Bandstand in Philadelphia, PA, deep in the heart of Texas, around the Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis, way down in New Orleans. All the cats wanna dance with sweet little 16. They'll be rocking on Bandstand, Philadelphia, PA, deep in the heart of Texas, and around the Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis, way down in New Orleans. All the cats wanna dance with sweet little 16, sweet little 16. She's got the grown-up blues, tight dresses and lipstick. She's sporting high heel shoes. Oh, but tomorrow morning she'll have to change her trim and be sweet 16 and back in class again. But they'll be rocking in Boston, Pittsburgh, PA, deep in the heart of Texas and round the Frisco Bay, way out in St. Louis, way down in New Orleans. All the cats wanna dance with sweet little 16.
Move the Needle Radio. And, of course, that one is Sweet Little 16 from Chuck Berry. And he sued the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, and he got writing credit on Surfin' USA. And I can sort of tell why. How about you? If you call in, you can actually text the phone number. And that phone number is 213-557-1934. You can text me. Tell me what you think about that. It sounds like a lawsuit to me. But no matter, because by 1964, there was a new sound. The Beatles had made their way to America, and the British invasion began. Suddenly, the Beach Boys' music, that sunny West Coast, was a little more local versus worldly, like the Beatles, like the Zombies, like the Rolling Stones, some of those bands. So let's check out Brian Wilson, who said, I need to start writing more sophisticated, more introspective songs. We're checking it out on Move the Needle Radio. I'm Liner Notes.
When I grow up to be a man, will I dig the same things that turned me on as a kid? Will I look back and say that I wish I hadn't done what I did? Will I joke around, still joke around, and still dig those sounds, still dig the sound? Will I grow up to be a man? Will I look for the same things in a woman that I dig in a girl? 14, 15. Will I settle down fast or will I first want to travel the world? 16. Well, I'm young and free, I'm young and free, but how will it be? How will it be? Will I grow up to be a man? Will my kids be proud or think their old man's really a square? 18, 19, when they're out having fun, yeah, will I still wanna have my share? 20, will I love my love, I love my love, the rest of my life, will I grow up to be a man? What will I be? Will I grow up to be a man? 22, 23, won't last forever. 24, 25, 26, 27, won't last forever. 28, 30, 31, won't last forever.
Let's hear one more off this record from the Beach Boys.
I said she put me down, I bet I'd do it in my head. Come in late at night and in the morning I just lay in bed. Well, Ronnie, you look so fine, and I know it wouldn't take much time for you to help me, Rhonda, help me get her out of my heart. Help me, Rhonda, 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 help me, Rhonda.
Brian Wilson, ever inspired by the Beatles, trying to play catch up to them as their sound was taking over the airwaves. Here's a few from a record that deeply moved Brian Wilson. This is the Beatles' 1965 Rubber Soul. We're going to start with You Won't See Me.
When I call you up, your line's engaged. I have had enough, so act your age. We have lost the time that was so hard to find, and I will lose my mind if you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. I don't know why you should want to hide, but I can't get through. My hands are tied. I won't want to stay. I don't have much to say, but I get turned away. And you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. Time after time, you refuse to even listen. I wouldn't mind if I knew what I was missing. Though the days of you were filled with tears, since I lost you, it feels like years. Yes, it seems so long, girl, since you've been gone, and I just can't go on. If you won't see me, you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. Time after time, you refuse to even listen. I wouldn't mind if I knew what I was missing. Though the days of you they're filled with tears, and since I lost you, it feels like years. Yes, it seems so long, girl, since you've been gone, and I just can't go on. If you won't see me, you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me.
Can we hear more from this landmark Beatles record? Oh my goodness. It's Move the Needle Radio with Benny Minor Notes Lipson. George Harrison.
I've got a word or two to say about the things that you do. You're telling all those lies about the good things that we can have if we close our eyes. Do what you want to do and go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause I won't be there with you. I left you far behind, the ruins of the life that you have in mind. And though you still can't see, I know your mind's made to do. Go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you. Do what you want to do. And go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you.
Okay, one more off Rubber Soul. It's all back to back to back to track to track. The Word.
Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine. It's the word love. In the beginning I misunderstood, but now I got it. The word is good. Spread the word and you'll be free. Spread the word and be like me. Spread the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine. It's the word love. Everywhere I go, I hear it said, in the good and the bad books that I have read. Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine. It's the word love. Now that I know what I feel must be right, I'm here to show everybody the light. Give the word a chance to say that the word is just a way. It's the word I'm thinking of, and the only word is love. It's so fine, it's sunshine. It's the word love. Say the word love. Say the word love. Say the word love. Say the
Wow. 3 songs from Rubber Soul from the Beatles, 1965. And you are tapped in on Move the Needle Radio. If you're just tuned in, we are celebrating the life of Brian Wilson, his work, his influence, his influences. Like that record from the Beatles, that's Rubber Soul. Now, Brian Wilson, having written about girls and cars and bikinis and surfing, he was ready to try his hand at writing more sophisticated topic matters. He met Tony Asher, somebody different, Tony Asher, who he was a jingle writer at the United recording studio in Hollywood, where the Beach Boys were recording one day, and Brian approached him after they'd met and said, let's write some music together to rival Rubber Soul. He wanted to get away again from the cars, the girls, the sunshine, and more sophisticated stuff. Well, let's take a listen to that record. It became Pet Sounds, and we're going to listen to this one, the opening track.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? it that much better when we can say goodnight and stay together. Wouldn't it be nice if we could wake up in the morning when the day is blue, after having spent the day together, hold each other close the whole night through? What happy times together we've been spending. I wish that every kiss was never ending. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Maybe if we think and wish and hope and pray it might come true. Run, run, will. Baby, then there wouldn't be a single thing we couldn't do. We could be married, we could be married, and then we'd be happy, and then we'd be happy. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? You know, it seems the more we talk about it, it only makes it worse to live without it. But let's talk about it. But wouldn't it be
Move the Needle Radio, and that one is from the opening track on Pet Sounds. Now let's check out some more on this awesome record from Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. We want to play one that I absolutely love, and I think everybody else would say they love this one too. This definitely broke, and Paul McCartney said he loved this one. Here's from Pet Sounds, God Only
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, well, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, the life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be
the Needle Radio. We're going to play one more from Pet Sounds. Oh, goodness. This might be one of my favorite songs. Certainly one of my favorites off this record. This is I Just Wasn't Made. We're going to hear the outro Here Today. And then we're going to hear I Just Wasn't Made for These Times. The music is Brian Wilson. The lyrics, Tony Asher on Move the Needle Radio. R.I.P. Brian Wilson.
I keep looking for a place to fit in where I can speak my mind. And I've been trying hard to find the people that I won't leave behind. They say I got brains, but they ain't doing me no good. I wish they time things start to happen again. I think I got something good going for myself, but what goes wrong? Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. Every time I get the inspiration to go change things around, no one wants to help me look for places where new things might be found. Where can I turn when my fair weather friends come out? What's it all about? Each time things start to happen again, I think I got something good going for myself, but what goes wrong? Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad too. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. I guess I just wasn't made for these
Move the Needle Radio, and this Pet Sounds began a back and forth between the Beatles and Beach Boys, specifically Brian Wilson and the Beatles. And the Beatles happened to like Pet Sounds a lot. As Paul McCartney says, they would often listen to Pet Sounds and cry. And a great record, of course. But Brian wasn't satisfied. He began working on Smile, his next giant record, his big magnus opus. And I was actually going to play another song, but instead I think maybe we want to hear something else. This is Move the Needle Radio.
And the way the sunlight plays upon her hair.
and that was recorded by Todd Rundgren on an album called Faithful. I assume it's called Faithful because it's faithful to the arrangement, to the record, and that was very faithful to Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys' Good Vibrations. That was to follow Pet Sounds for a giant magnum opus for Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys called Good Vibrations. Smile was the record, and the track is Good Vibrations. Now, allegedly, Brian saw John and Paul and George Martin somewhere in L.A. and invited them over to check it out. They heard Good Vibrations, and they dug it, but it didn't have the same soul, they said, that Pet Sounds had. Well, Brian Wilson, working on the rest of Smile, was driving with a friend and heard this track from the Beatles on the radio, and it sent the course of music history in a different direction. Let's hear it on Move the Needle Radio.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. No one I think is in my tree. I mean, it must be high or low. That is, you can't, tune in, but it's alright. That is, I think it's not too bad. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Always know, sometimes think it's me, but I know when it's a dream. I think I know, yes, but it's all wrong. That is, I think I disagree. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Strawberry Fields forever. Strawberry Fields forever.
Beatle radio. That was Strawberry Fields Forever. That was a single released from the Beatles, intended for the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and eventually it did not make it on the album. You might be wondering, how is it Strawberry Fields came out, then Sgt. Pepper's, then Strawberry Fields was on Magical Mystery Tour? It's not the case. I know Beatle nerds, you're thinking the same thing as me. But actually, the US version of Magical Mystery Tour included Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. It was actually just 2 EPs for the UK release based on the movie Magical Mystery Tour, not so much a studio album as they build it here in the United States. But that feud, that back and forth between the Beatles and the Beach Boys and Brian Wilson led to some amazing music shuffling in this era of psychedelic, orchestral concept albums. And when Brian Wilson heard Strawberry Fields Forever, he reportedly cried and said, "The Beatles have already done what I'm trying to do," when he was working on Smile. And famously for years, Smile was never finished. He aborted the project and began spiraling in his mental health. Brian Wilson did, and the Beach Boys also were spiraling around that time, as some of the other brothers, like Dennis Wilson, having a drinking problem and ultimately being a danger to the band and not coming on tour. Brian also not being allowed to tour without the consent of his psychiatrist, and lots of stuff in that regard. Well, I want to play some songs that were ushered in. Now, as I said, everybody wanted to get their hands in on this psychedelic music, and certainly the Beatles and the Beach Boys pushing that envelope. Well, let's check out this song from the Bee Gees. That's right. They got in on this.
Incidentally, there should be some changes made. You got to work if you should have to save. An apple is a food, but lemons never do forget. You got to play it cool before they come and throw the net. Wait a while and
How about the Zombies getting in on some of the psychedelic rock from Odyssey and Oracle 1968? Here's Brief Candles.
There she sits, her hands are held tight around her glass. She only needs to be alone. She knows this mood will pass. To realize that she was strong and he too weak to stay. And to realize that she is better off this way. Breathe candles in her mind, bright and tiny gems of memory. Breathe candles burn so fine, leaves alive inside where she can see what makes it all worthwhile. Her sadness makes her smile. His alone girl fades away, left out on a limb. Finds he needs her more because she's no more need for him. He understood so very well the things she had to say. Soon he'll understand that he is better off this way. Breathe candles in his mind, bright and tiny gems of memory. Breathe candles burn so fine, leaves the light inside where he can see what makes it all worthwhile. His sadness makes him smile. In the corner, see his face. A man just sips his drink. Not one feeling does he show, far too numb to think. He does not say a single word, no word of love to say. Maybe he will soon believe he's better off this way. Breathe candles in his mind, bright and tiny gems of memory. Breathe candles burn so fine, leaves the light inside where he can see what makes it all worthwhile. His sadness makes him smile.
And the Four Seasons, they got psychedelic?
Such pleasant company in Mrs. Stately's garden. Saltines and jasmine tea in Mrs. Stately's garden. Did you hear the Miller girl was found by Cooper's Pond? Oh, what Mrs. Stately's garden. Next week they'll come for tea in Mrs. Stately's garden. Next week it may be neat in Mrs. Stately's garden.
Move the Needle Radio. You just heard a few in a row from some bands you may not have expected to have a psychedelic turn, but it's because of Brian Wilson pushing the Beatles, where he led to some of these albums from other artists. You heard from the Zombies. You heard from the Bee Gees off their record Horizontal. You heard Lemons Never Do Forget, a very psychedelic sounding. And you just heard one from the Four Seasons. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons' Genuine Imitation Life Gazette is their record. And that's Mrs. Stately's Garden. They sound so British singing that murder mystery song. Again, it's all very influenced by Brian Wilson. You can hear some of those harmonies. And here you can hear some of the melody. Now, so many bands, so many great musicians have said Brian Wilson and Pet Sounds have influenced their music. This is a record from the 80s, produced by Todd Rundgren, who we heard that Good Vibrations cover. Well, here's one from XTC. You'll hear some of that leaping Brian Wilson melody in this one.
I can hold you down if you want to fly. Can't you see I'm all broke up inside? Well, just to use your 2 X-ray eyes. Hurt like kryptonite. Put me on my knees. Now that I found out just what you're doing with your secret identities. That's really super, super girl. I mean, simple stuff in seconds flat, and your friends are gonna say that's really super, super girl. I mean, changing all the world's weather, but you couldn't put us back together. Now I feel like I'm tethered deep inside your fortress of solitude. Don't mean to be rude, but I don't feel super, super girl. I won't call again, even in a jam. Now I realize you could be on a mission, saving some other man. That's really super, super girl. And you save yourself a seconds flat, and your friends are gonna say that's really super, super girl. You stop the universe from dying, but you're never gonna stop me crying. And I feel like you're trying hard to sweep me like dirt underneath your cape. Well, I might be an ape, but I used to feel super, super girl. That's really super, super girl. I mean, save yourself a seconds flat, and your friends are gonna say that's really super, super girl. I mean, changing all the world's weather, but you couldn't put us back together. Super, super girl. I mean, stop the universe from dying, but you're never gonna stop me crying. Super, super girl. And I'm here in your fortress of solitude. Don't mean to be rude, but I
let's tune in with some more of the Beach Boys.
I sail an ocean, unsettled ocean, through restful waters and deep commotion, often frightened, unenlightened. Sail on, sail on, sailor. I rest the waters, fight Neptune's waters, sail through the sorrow of life's marauders, unrepenting, often empty. Sail on, sailor. Caught like a sewer rat, alone but I sail. Bought like a crust of bread, but oh, do I wail. Seldom stumble, never crumble, try to tumble, minds rumble. Feel the stinging I've been given, never ending, unrelenting. Heartbreak searing, always fearing, never clearing, persevering. Sail on, sailor. I work the seaways, the gale-swept seaways, past shipwrecked daughters of wicked waters, uninspired, drenched and tired. Rail on, sailor. Always needing, even bleeding, never feeding all my feelings. Damn the thunder, must I blunder? There's no wonder, all I'm under. Stop the crying and the lying and the sighing and my dying. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Sail on,
Move the Needle Radio. You heard that one from a 1972 Beach Boys album, Holland, recorded in the Netherlands. And that's Sail on Sailor, written by Brian Wilson. And this next one, this is from a Beach Boys live concert. This was one of their more popular songs, though not a number one, In Between Good Vibrations from 1966. That was a number one hit. And not until 1988 did the Beach Boys have a number one hit with Kokomo, though that has no trace of Brian Wilson on it. He's not involved with writing it nor recording Kokomo. It is, of course, the Beach Boys, however, and there's a lot of legal crud around that. And Mike Love, one of the Beach Boys, who became the sole owner of that name and didn't allow anybody else to tour with the name. And even as Brian Wilson was still living, he toured as Brian Wilson and not the Beach Boys. If you saw the Beach Boys coming to your local summer fair or casino, it did not involve Brian Wilson, just Mike Love. Of course, the uncle of NBA basketball star Kevin Love, if he's still playing. I think he is. Let's hear this one. This was a collaboration with Brian Wilson and Van Dyke Park.
Thank you very much.
A live record, which doesn't feature Brian, but it does feature his music. Here's Heroes and Villains.
Everybody clapping.
I've been in this town so long to the city. I'm fit with the stuff to ride in the rough, and sunny down Snuff I'm alright by the hero's end.
Where did your long hair go? Where is the girl I used to know? How could you lose that happy glow? Oh, Caroline, no. Who took that look away? I remember how you used to say you'd never change, but that's not true. Oh, Caroline, you break my heart. I wanna go and cry. It's so sad to watch a sweet thing die. Oh, Caroline, why could I ever find in you again things that made me love you so much then? Could we ever bring them back once they have gone? Oh, Caroline, no.
That was Graduation Day live from the Beach Boys, and boy were the girls screaming then. And we are mourning now as we lost the giant Brian Wilson last week at age 82. Somebody who completely changed the landscape of popular music. Thank you for joining me on celebrating his life, his influences, who he influenced, who he rivaled, who he admired, who admired him, and all the wonderful music. Thank you, Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. We're listening to the track Pet Sounds. This will take us out. Thank you to everybody listening in, for jumping in the Twitch. I saw you, Summer and the Lovers. And anybody listening worldwide here at Move the Needle Radio, find me on Instagram, Move the Needle FM, or TikTok, or YouTube. For more little tidbits, every Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can tune in at this channel for lots more vinyl. This was a salute to Brian Wilson here on Move the Needle Radio. I'm Benny Liner Notes Lipson. Let's hear the rest of this to take us away. We love you, Brian Wilson. Until next week, we love you here at Move the Needle Radio. We'll see you soon. Good night.